Yo, 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 it's your man Jam C.
Yo, it's your favorite Republican out here, Republican shit.
And that's what we do.
Pop.
He's Republican it, and I'm independent in it. and
What's
we
going on?
and we going, yeah, we going vocal. We going vocal. Hey, listen, we've been missed for a minute, but I want to chime in with you. We was talking about the Jay Z off script. We was talking about the Jay Z concert, and I know with tickets being sold out, you far away. I was out of state. Neither one of us got to attend the concert, but we was always tuned in. Well, I didn't share with you, Lou. I actually watched the concert on TikTok.
Mm.
Somebody was live and they posted the whole concert. So I saw most of day one. I didn't see all of it. I got to see most of day one, even though I wasn't here. I got to see most of the day one. But I mean, I could tell you what my thoughts was. But I'd be interested to hear. Have you heard anything about it? And then some of those things I can verify based on from what I saw.
I heard a lot of things about it. Some good, some bad, right? But I would say this, shout out to Jay Z for what he did, right?
Yeah, salute.
For him to do what he did for 3 days in New York, and it's something New York needed it. They needed something like that, or along the back of the Knicks winning. So it was just
Yeah,
all good. It was all really good for New York. Um, and what he did was legendary, right? The type of
yes,
stuff
yes.
what he did, nobody else can bring out them kind of people to no concert. Nobody else can bring out those people like how he did. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Absolutely.
I think what he did was amazing. Granted, we didn't go, but shit, them ticket prices, I wasn't going. Right? I wasn't going. It almost makes sense. It almost makes sense to fly to LA and catch that show
Yeah, yeah,
cheaper. You understand what I'm saying? Cheaper.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but some of the things that I was hearing about the Jay Z concert, and some people have their conspiracies and how Jay Z that whole concert was a big distraction, and how saying how we as black people is one time where we're united as a united front, and here he comes being a
Yeah.
big distraction, you know, with this concert, um, created some diversity between people and black people, but I didn't see all that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I would say I'm pretty sure it was a lot of people that needed gas in their car after going to after going to that concert. 'Cause
Yeah.
they spent a
Yeah.
lot of bread
Absolutely.
to go
Money.
to partake in that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But
I agree. I agree.
and again, the bits and pieces and the snippets that I saw, it was amazing. I'm almost like, damn, I wish I was there. You know what I'm saying? Because it
Yeah.
was historical. Some of the things that he was doing and the people that he was bringing out, and anybody that says something about having a daughter, having Blue Ivy playing the piano, yo, y'all crazy. That's what a father's supposed to do.
To do.
Supposed to bring
Exactly.
you along. You understand what I'm saying? That's what your father's supposed to do. So
And
that
and
was
and not for
amazing.
nothing. No, that's right. And not let me piggyback off that. Not for nothing. We always talk about support and being proud of the black family. It don't get no blacker than that.
Nah, nah.
It don't get
It's
no
about
blacker than you got your daughter playing piano, your wife come out and do the chorus of one of your hits. It don't get no blacker than that. I think the closest thing to that would have been T.I. and his daughter.
yeah, yeah. Or Benzino and his daughter, but we know that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like when I say that, I mean because Ti has performed with his little daughter that sing. He's actually done some shows with her. So, and he's always been big on promoting family. So I think Hove doing that and Blue Ivy being as talented as she is, which I didn't know she could play the piano. So that was dope. To me, that was real
I ain't
dope. I thought,
surprised.
yeah, I'm not surprised either, but that was dope though. I really thought that was dope. And then that also closed the generational gap because she's not a 90s kid. So for her to do one of his 90s hits, playing in the piano. He just bridged the generation gap by doing that. I thought that was dope.
And then people always say, well, that was a concert for the uncles and the aunties. You know what I'm saying? For the unks and the aunties. Well, whatever. The unks and the aunties was there. They was in the building and they was celebrating. They was
Absolutely.
celebrating.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 30 years, man. 30 years of making records. 30 years and his first 2, 3 albums are still classics to this day. You know, he didn't even have to do too much of his new stuff because all his old shit was wide, was like tearing it down.
Mm-hmm. And just think about that, right? You had some people who went 2 days. Some people went 3 days. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
like that's an elevated feat right there. That he pulled off.
Yes.
And he pulled it off in the middle of the World Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. And then miss a step.
Didn't miss a beat.
I mean, you had people like Usher canceled a tour, a date to come out and perform. Jeezy had a residency, canceled one of his residency dates, came out to perform. You know, he had Nas come out, Eminem came out, Rihanna came out. I mean, he had them. Alicia Keys came out. Yeah.
Rihanna was the showstopper right there. When the last time you seen her perform, other than the
that part.
Super Bowl a couple of years ago. Years ago.
Absolutely. So I mean, listen, he brought them all out, and then not to mention, if you were watching social media, I mean, everybody from A to Z was at that concert taking selfies, and people was going back and forth to the FIFA. They was at the FIFA one day and at the Jay-Z concert the next day. So it was just like, or trying to do both at the same time. Like I mean, people going back and forth. That shit was ridiculous. He definitely got a lot of people out to come see him. People came from the West Coast. People came from Europe. They showed up. And I mean, that was a beautiful thing. I think one of them, if I had to say, those were all pros, but to your point, the con of it was the ticket sales. Ticket sales was astronomical.
That was another part. That was to me where we live in such a society now. Whereas though people don't post it, people don't believe that you went. Like, why do you need validation just to say that you went somewhere? If you went, you went.
Yeah.
You gotta post it. You ain't gotta
post it. No. No, you don't. You don't.
And we just
yeah, you're right. That's facts. I agree with that. People who look for sin, but like I said, like you could have watched it on TikTok like me and said you went. You know what I'm saying? But whether you went or not, that's neither here nor there. I mean, if you went, you enjoyed yourself. You don't owe anybody no debt to show that you went. I think one of the crazy parts was I think I saw something online. And if I'm wrong, please forgive me. But I think I saw something online. This young lady was saying they had exited the concert. That this might have been night number 1. I'm not sure. And they thought the concert was over because I think he did say good night. And I think Alicia Keys came out after that and they did New York and people couldn't get back in. So it's like, and then it was still quite a few people that stayed, but they wasn't letting people come back in to see that part of the show. So they missed it. Besides the fact that each show I think started late. And then I think the last night, only one. Was that the last night? Because I know one night they said like 10,000 people couldn't get in.
Well,
which is wild, crazy.
It would be a concert in New York. New York wasn't acting like New Yorkers, right? So you already know they tried to bum rush the door. And that's what the lady answered. They had to make sure together. And so Jay-Z didn't come out until like damn near midnight.
Oh shit!
But people still rocked out with him.
Yeah, of course. You know you're gonna be down until you get up.
And with them
Because
kind
they
of
saying it was
tickets,
like,
with them kind of tickets, I ain't moving either.
yeah,
I'm
shit.
here till you get your ass out.
That part, me either. I'm in the building. Shit, I'm in the building. Like it. All right, now. Would you have like? I like the fact that he had Jazzo. I like the fact that he had Memphis Bleak. But would you? But would you have liked to see him and Dame Dash make peace on that
No,
stage? On that stage?
no, no.
Really? Okay.
I feel like Dame
You think
Dash
it's
is
too? You
enough.
think? You think it's too? You think it's too far gone for that?
Yeah, Dame just keep digging the deeper and deeper hole. He can't come back from something. He be saying like he's just wild crazy.
Because he backpedaling now. Now he's backpedaling. Now he wants. Now he finally wants to sit down and have a conversation with Jay. But it's like when you say hurtful things, and Jay hasn't said anything for years until he did the Roots Picnic freestyle. Prior to that, I've never heard him publicly say anything negative about Dame. It was Dame always going at him.
Correct.
And so now it's like, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I would have loved to have seen it, but I'm not mad at it if he didn't do it. I'm not mad because if you tear me down, I got kids that can read. You know what I'm saying? You tear me down and tear me down. And then now it makes it hard to come back from all of that because you never really apologized for it. And if you did, is it really sincere? And at this point, why do I need to do that now?
Correct. I had one of my homegirls from Canarsie went to the concert. I think she went to the first night.
Mm-hmm.
She said her tickets was so far up, and they were on the side of the stage. She said they never even went to their seats. They went to they just found the area and they stood the whole night. Because it kept rocking like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People wasn't sitting down anyway.
No, not at all. No, not at all.
We was up the whole night just having a good time. And I can imagine that they did.
Yeah. I mean, it was, again, when he take this, which I'm sure he taking it on the road, wherever he go with this, you're going to have a different star-studded people. Like, I was a little shocked Foxy Brown didn't come out because I heard she was supposed to have came. She probably declined at the last minute, whoever. But I was surprised by some people who didn't come. But for the most part, I wasn't surprised by the star-studded because Hov always get him. Once the year I knew he got Michael Jackson, I'm like, who gonna say no to this guy?
That part.
Who gonna say no to this guy?
That part.
He's a person.
There's 3 more shows.
Where at?
One in London, one in Paris, and then.
Okay, yeah. So they're gonna get people everywhere. So he's gonna have a lot of the European stars out there. Then some people like Pharrell and them will probably come out there. The Clips. So but when he go to LA, you're gonna have the whole West Coast. You're gonna have Ice Cube. It's gonna be crazy. I know that West Coast joint gonna be up. He gonna probably have the Game, YG. They gonna be up on the West Coast. He gonna definitely get them. And you're right. That might be even a ticket to worth going to.
If you could get a cheap flight.
Yeah, gas and flights. Flights are expensive. They done closed the school bus. The school bus airlines. They closed them.
What's one of our good friends to the show? She's going to California. She's going to the California. She got tickets.
Okay.
Tickets and everything. October.
Okay. Oh, that's what's up. That's gonna be a beautiful thing.
She was like, I missed the New York one. This is crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, but I guess it's kind of befitting though, because if you've never, I think the only concert I've ever done on the West Coast was it was a comedian concert. I went to see Mike Epps, and I flew out there for that. And he was at an arena. It was dope. I think some more. It was Mike Epps and some more. I forgot the tour, but I actually flew out there for that. It's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. I highly recommend it because you kind of got to see how they throw it up out there. So it is a different vibe. I promise you, it's a different vibe. I mean, it's still we all laugh and keep, but it's a whole different vibe because they just vibe different than us, and but it's still in a celebratory way. But it is a different vibe. So that's gonna be interesting. So it'll be interesting. Get her report when she come back from the show.
I will. I will.
I will. I will.
She won't.
She won't.
She can't wait to tell it.
She can't wait to tell it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, man. Listen.
But
yeah. Cause shout out to Jay-Z. And I don't know if
London, Paris, London.
I don't know if they're gonna top that.
I don't know if they're gonna top that New York show. I know New York's serious.
Yeah, most definitely. We party, we hip hop, so I don't think it could top what he did at Yankee Stadium, but I think in its own way it's going to be successful, based on the numbers and based on how they party there, but it's nothing like the party here. And that's the one thing about New York, the East Coast, the northern East Coast, we party different, but it's crazy. It's crazy. And again, this is home team. This is where he from. So we can appreciate it in a different way because we reminisce where we was at the time because you heard it here first.
Facts. I can only imagine.
So I
can only imagine what that.
I can only imagine what
he made.
Will, say that again.
I can imagine what
he
made off of that.
Alone.
Yeah, right. Well, shit. When we get off this chat, I'm gonna look that up. That's real interesting. I mean, I'm sure the numbers aren't in yet, but he's still rolling. But yeah, I really like to know what he did make off that. Yeah, that's crazy. The numbers has got to be.
It was over 150,000 people that came in 3 days. In the 3 days.
Okay, so you got to average those ticket prices. If you just average them out, because I know they different. Well, from the highest to the lowest, and then you average that, and then you get a general number of what he could have made max. That's crazy. That's crazy. Listen,
somebody like him.
He probably didn't. He just probably got one set number. He already knew he was going to sell it out.
Oh yeah. His numbers bottom line because whoever cross promoted it with him, or with Rock Nation, yeah, the investors, people who invested, they made their money. They made their money and then some. So that was awesome. I mean, it's only fair that you continue that wave. So, I mean, this is just the start of something that what could be. So I think he just was really putting the feel for it because when you do Yankee Stadium, you sell all 3 days. I mean, now only thing you do, I'm sure when he go to Europe, I'm sure it's going to be a bigger arena. There's going to be some Michael Jackson shit. And then that might not be the last stop because he may go to London, Paris. He might go to LA. And then they might want him to come to China. Who knows? Because that is big for hip hop. It's even big for the nation too, because he's opening doors and he now becomes sort of like an ambassador, so to speak. Because we're in troubled times right now. So people want to release, in-house stresses or political stresses. And so I think what he's doing, I mean, even though it's for hip hop, it's for the hip hop culture, along with keeping his legacy alive. That's got to be dope, though. That's got to be dope. I ain't going to spend too much time on it, but we want to spend the block on it. But I really thought, I really salute to him, his family, what he's brought to the music business. what he means to us as an artist and as an entrepreneur, because it's definitely inspiring to me. And I just salute him for that. I think it was dope.